What's going on YouTube? JMG2930 here with another video all about Black Ops 3 and its competitive reveal at Gamescom just the other day. Now I know I can speak for just about every Call of Duty player on the planet in saying that we are all unbelievably pumped for the release of this game in November. And we can credit most of that to the addition of things like the momentum-based movement system, the addition of the specialist characters, and all of the ways that you can customize your loadouts. With all this new information, the only thing that I felt was missing was for Activision to tell us how they're moving the eSports community forward and how they're keeping it fresh and what they're going to do to innovate. So they came out at Gamescom, laid it all out on the line, and I'll tell you what, I was impressed. I am super excited to see how it all comes to fruition. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. First thing on the list that I would like to talk about is the new league play in Black Ops 3. They are calling it the Arena. Now the Arena is the new ranked online gameplay mode, and I'll tell you what, they broke it down and it is simple, bare bones. You win, you move to a higher rank, you lose, you start falling down that ladder. Now how many ranks are there? Well, Vaughn came out and he told us that there are 20 ranks with a Masters division up on top. It's going to play very similar to the way the Advanced Warfare system worked, whereas if you won 2 out of 3, you move on to the next tier, or if you lost 2 out of 3, you drop to a lower tier. Except every 5 divisions, you're going to need to string more and more wins together to advance to the higher rounds. As for being demoted, all it comes down to is losing 2 in a row. If you can stave off losing 2 games in a row, you're golden and you can continue to fight for higher ranks. And I'm sure, as you know, there's always people that come into the ranked matches, bitch out when they're getting their asses handed to them, and leave the match. There is a penalty, of course, to protect you guys from that, and that is a 2-step back in the rankings for leaving matches. All in all, I think all the modifications being made to the Arena, as it's being called now, are going to pay huge dividends and are going to keep people playing for that prestige and that honor of holding those higher ranks, for sure. Next, we're going to move on to how game content is going to be used in competitive game modes. And personally, this was the thing that I was waiting for. This was what I was most excited about, and they absolutely nailed it out of the park. They introduced a thing called the Protect Ban system. The Protect Ban system is essentially a meta game in where each player in the match gets to decide on what to ban and what to protect. This means perks, weapons, kill streaks, absolutely any piece of game content that is included in the game. You have the choice to protect it so all players in the match can use it, or ban it where nobody can use it. So for instance, if you're a fan of the UAV and love using them, but someone on the opposing team goes and bans it, you have no opportunity to use that during the entire match. The coolest thing about this, in my opinion, is the fact that this is going to force people to play with weapons and classes of weapons, use different perks, and use all sorts of different gear that they might not normally use. So essentially, it is the polar opposite of what Advanced Warfare is when it comes to weaponry, where 99.9% of its community uses one of 2 weapons, the BAL or the ASM-1. It's going to make those players that are die-hard AR users have to sometimes pull out that SMG or result to maybe a 3-shot burst weapon. Not only does it force players to be diverse in the arsenals they wield, but it also throws in a new wrench to game strategy. For example, say you're playing a best out of 3 against a guy who absolutely is slaying it with a particular assault rifle. You can ban that in the next game, and he's going to be forced to choose something else, therefore deploying a strategy that, hey, this guy might not be as good with this SMG or any of the other ARs, and obviously this can go both ways. So either you or one of your teammates can opt to protect said AR, again, forcing the other team to then adapt and choose wisely a way to combat the way that you are playing. These changes are going to have a huge impact in not only pubs and arena play, but it's going to reach all the way up to the professional circuits, and I absolutely cannot wait to see how these teams like Optic and FaZe go at each other, knowing each other's strategies and trying to throw one another off or protecting their own teammates. It's going to be absolutely awesome to watch. And this brings me on to the next thing that they spoke about, and that is the advancements in podcasting. I know we all at some point have sat down and watched these professional casters call matches of our favorite professional teams. So for us, they've enhanced it by adding a loadout widget, showing each individual player's specific loadout while they are on the play screen, giving the viewer the opportunity to see what their favorite players are using. So when the next time they get home and power up that console, they can set up a very similar class and start rolling and mowing face with it as well. On the other hand, they have made the interface far more customizable for the casters themselves. The caster is going to be able to customize every bit of his overlay, as well as customizing each team's identity. He'll be able to change the name, the colors representing each team, as well as the logos. So in the past, we've had to fire up Twitch or head over to MLG to pull up a stream and watch our favorite pros compete that way. That's no more. They have added a live event viewer into the actual game itself, where you can go and catch your favorite teams like Denial, like FaZe, like Envy. All of them compete and play right there in game. So now there's literally no reason for you to pop that copy of Black Ops 3 out of your PS4. Yes, I said it. PS4, not Xbox One. PlayStation is now the official home of Call of Duty eSports. We knew that they were getting DLC and stuff first, but now we know that every LAN tournament, everything going forward is going to be played on the powerful PlayStation 4, and I couldn't be more excited about that. I have been a die-hard PlayStation guy waiting for the DLC a month after the Xbox users have gotten it, since Call of Duty introduced DLC into its rotations. And I don't know about you, but I personally am absolutely stoked to see the Call of Duty Champs stage draped in the royal blue of PlayStation. So now, everything has been announced. Every major reveal is in the books for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and all we have to do is wait. I know us PS4 users don't have to wait long, because on August 19th, we get to dive into that beta and get our hands on it. For me, personally, I get to play it a little bit earlier than that even. All courtesy and thanks to my employer, PlayStation. Next week, I will be going to Vegas, and I will be getting my hands on Black Ops 3. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be gathering as much intel as possible to bring back home to you guys. Before I leave you with the rest of this clip from my gameplay on Solar, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. I truly do appreciate it. So, hang tight. We've only got a couple more months until launch, and I will see you guys online.
Launching care package. Enemy warbird above. Losing Bravo. UAV recon standing by. Enemy taking B. Our UAV is online. System hacked. Enemy exosuit system hacked. Ready for deployment. Our UAV is online. Warbird awaiting orders. Friendly warbird in the air. Bravo. We lost Bravo. Securing B. Enemy UAV online. Enemy care package incoming. Enemy UAV online. Bravo secure. Friendly UAV above. Friendly UAV above. Securing Alpha. Care package inbound. Enemy taking B. Our UAV is online. Now that's how it's done. RTB for debrief.